life is amazing and I'm feeling very, very happy and filled with confidence because today we have a very special guest who's an action coach, lifestyle trainer, and a confidence coach. Ocean size confidence. Welcome, Sukhi Longia, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sunny. Your name itself, is a kind of, it brings light to the life. So ever since I have met you on LinkedIn, it has been a pleasure to watch you, doing things, those amazing laugh videos and that serenity and that, patience that you show in your videos. I have loved it. Thank you so much. Thank you so
Thank
much
you, sir.
for inviting me.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And I was about to tell that, yes, I love your name because your name has Sukh in it. Sukh, Sukh, Sukh.
Thank you.
That permanent Sukh because you are given that name. Lord chose you with this name. So what is the secret of your happiness?
Well, there are so many other things which connect that happiness to my life. First of all, the parents which gave me the birth. So I have parents who have always believed in life at its fullest. I've lost my mom in the month of March, but that's all right. And we have inherited that from our parents. So I and my sister, when we compare our lives, so we are happy because we had happy parents. They gave us a very happy environment. And then we born in a very beautiful city, Chandigarh. So we had everything from the day one. So that, that was something, beautiful, which not everybody has the privilege to enjoy. So, and then the life came in. So my mom was my mentor in the beginning. So she coached me about life and she helped me understand life from scratch. And that was something, you get mentorship at home. So you're not scared of your mentor and they can fine tune you also. So that was something which helped me gain more confidence from childhood. Although I was a very shy child in the beginning, and nobody can assume that now.
वही
See
तो?
me, but yeah, and
Mama
I
lives in
myself
your
also.
smile, sir. Mama lives in your smile,
Yes,
and Mama
I
lives
have
in
her
your
eyes.
work, confidence coaching.
Correct,
So, how did that
correct.
start?
Sorry.
How did you start as a confidence coach, action
All
coach?
right. Sure. See, I went to Germany back in 90 after completing my graduation here in the city. And I went there as a student. That was an escape route from, being into a kind of a spoon-fed society, India. So you stay with your parents, parents take care of you until you grow up. And then, you know that kind of environment we are grown up in. I wanted to escape that because that was kind of something I wanted, something different from day one. So I said, all right, I'll go for further studies. And that's what I did. And Germany, Berlin, I landed in because I had my uncle there. I asked him, how does it look like? He said, all right, I can help you in finding out the details. So I went as a student there. And 1 or 2 years, I did my studies, the first 3 or 4 years. And in the meantime, when I come to the fourth or fifth semester, they say your studies are like, you've already done things in India. So I was a BSc graduate here in India. So most of the physics and chemistry was completed in the mathematics. So they said, we will promote you. And that's when I started realizing that doesn't make sense to repeat all those things again and again. So I decided there and then to start something of my own, be independent. So that was a confident step I took.
Yeah.
I jumped over into my uncle's business. So that was very confident of me. And then gradually I picked up the language. So the language skills gave me more confidence.
Beautiful.
So that's how I started realizing and found out that in order to become successful in life, you need to believe in yourself. And that's what I teach people to do. Start believing in yourself wherever you are, whatever you do. And if you don't believe in yourself as you are, it's not going to add to your life. It's the simple theory of evolution. So a man or woman or all the organisms, they evolve from where they are, and then when there's more life left in you, that's when you evolve. So that's where the journey started.
So great, but how do we start believing in ourselves with all the doubts and fears and failures and the sorrow? How?
Yeah,
Some
that's a
tips?
good question. That's a good question. See, we need to realize one fact that this is a reality. Life is a reality. What's happening is a reality. Pain is real. All those challenges are real. And now we have to learn how to live with those fears, pains, and disappointments and stuff like that. Doubt is available. Fear and doubt and worry are three enemies which will stop you from acting, even getting up. I would, if I was scared, if I worried about what I'm going to say, what you're going to ask me, or were anxious, I would have never come to this Zoom call. So that's where this procrastination begins, where this fear overcomes, and your whole body is a kind of in a seizure, so you can't move your body. Doubts are there, fears are always there. We have to learn to live with them, not overcome them. When we start fighting these doubts and fears and the worries or the anxieties, we actually are preparing to get defeated by them. So whenever you get into a fight, there's either one person is going to win and the other person is going to be defeated. And when you fight with the fears and doubts and worries, you definitely, as human being, are going to be defeated, because you only have 24 hours in a day. But the worries and the doubts, they go on and on and on. That's why don't ever fight with them. Accept them that they are real, and now try to live with them. And in the recent days, since 3 or 4 weeks, I've been researching about the word pain, and compared to hope. Hope is temporary. It's going to stay for a while, whereas pain is going to be there always. So why not start living with something that is permanent, which is pain, and learn from it? What are the lessons pain is going to teach me? I was reading the book Alchemist in the month of February when I was struggling together with my mom's health. So I read that book after a while, because it was lying on my shelf since ages and I never read it. So now when I opened it, read it, it taught me something totally different, that everything is an omen, right? Everything, ek shagun hai, everything is happening for something, good or bad, it will be decided later. But what are you learning from it? Right? It's a beautiful story. When you read Alchemist, you'll see that the story is like traveling from one place to another in a desert. So that this desert analogy, or the metaphor for me, is life. And he says that if you do not learn how to understand the language of desert, that means if I don't learn to understand the language of life, I will never reach to my pyramids. Right. So that was awesome. So I love that story. I'm still reading it on the
Yes.
side. So this is
Amazing.
how we overcome all these things, by understanding their nature and believing that it is going to be there. Now learn their language. That's why I was stressing that when I went to Germany, the first thing which I mastered was the language. So
Yes.
if I can communicate with people, the local people and the regional local dialects, if I understand those things, it's easy for me to convey myself. It's easy for me to ask questions, give replies, and be a part of a society. Once you become a part of a society, that's when you become confident. Like, I know you since a few months, so I'm confident talking to you on Zoom. Had it been our first Zoom call or first meeting, I would be a little bit reluctant talking to you. I don't know who you are and stuff like that. So that's how we increase our confidence, by living with the doubts and the fears and taking them as real brothers and sisters and cousins or whatever, and then you know
Part of the
consider them
family?
as your siblings. Yes.
Yes.
So
What are
that's
your
how it is.
top three values, sir?
My values, there's a list of values. So I love is the topmost value. Gratitude is another one, which is always goes along with love, because if there is no gratitude, there is no feeling of love. I feel love only when I'm thankful for what I have and what I don't have. So that's the connection. So I love myself. So I am compassionate. I love to be integral. So integrity is something I really, really honor, because if I'm not integral, then I am lying to myself. So I forgive people very, very fast, which I was not doing earlier when I did not learn this. Forgiving is something I can't sleep before I haven't forgiven someone. And that's a beautiful feeling when you just forgive and then release them. That's the another part. So you not only forgive people, you release them with a prayer. You then say like, I free you, man or woman, whoever has been, a disturbance to my vibration. I free you, because that's how I get freed. So I love freedom. So that's another value that I really, love to
You
live
have
with.
a
I would
beautiful
want people
list.
to, yeah,
Please go
patience,
ahead.
patience, listening, growth, increase of, every human being that comes across, anything that has to be, brought into my presence. So when I'm getting to meet someone, that's when I need to be like, this person must grow from here. You know, I can't be nudging people. I can't be putting down people. If I can't empower them, I can be myself and then let them feel like, all right, इसके साथ रहा जा सकता है, जिया जा सकता है, growth हो जाएगी. So those are my values. Like there's a list of it. Thank you for
Beautiful
asking.
list. I just loved it because I asked you only three and you went on and on. I loved it because you're adding so much value to your clients, to your coaches, to your trainees. And I think this is what I
Yes, I
needed to
do.
hear. And this is for
Right.
everyone that just get to Sir and stay on the path of growth, because he's ensuring,
Correct.
yes, life is beautiful. Live with all the brothers and sisters and keep growing.
True. You got.
Sir, what is
Yeah.
one
So
lesson
giving,
you love?
like serving people, serving humanity.
Very
A
important.
lesson about my in life.
No, I want to ask you
Well,
like
there are so many lessons.
one lesson you learned from Mama. Top lesson.
Oh yes, the top lesson which I learned from my mom is serving people, whoever it may be. She will never say no, whatever hour of the day it may be. Even on her deathbed, I would not call it a deathbed. She was resting
Yes.
for last 6 or 8 months. She was totally on bed, but she still was serving people. In whatever way or manner, she was always thinking of people and helping them believe in themselves, because she was always there. And if you have someone who is always there with you, she was my mom. I'm fortunate that she was my mom also. But as a human being, if you have someone who always is besides you, standing besides you, or putting a hand on the shoulder and say, no worries, I'm with you, that gives a belief to that human being who right now doesn't believe in him or herself. That's the kind of person she was. And she never said that it's not possible. She never said that. And she never also said that it is possible, because she believed in it, that everything is possible. That's why we exist. So that's something which she taught me, to serve people always and say no never to anyone. If they come to your way, you have to find out a way to assist them, help them, do whatever they want you to do. Sometimes I get धोखा भी होता है. So what? Maybe that's the lesson I wanted to learn from that. So that's all right. It's all right. I'm okay with that, because if I have seen her being successful with that, I also can be successful with that.
This is
That's
like
what she taught
Gurdwara.
me.
This is like Gurdwara. You go
It-
to the Guru and you get it. And then this is your
that's right.
mission to help people
That's
believe
right.
in themselves. What
That's
nobler
right.
mission can I think of, or can we go for? Thank you so
Correct.
much, Sukhiji, for
And
inspiring
thank
and
you so much.
showering pearls of wisdom and magic. I have no words to
Thank you so
thank
much.
you. I loved every
I
minute,
have enjoyed it.
and I want you to
I too have
inspire
enjoyed
millions.
it.
Thank you.
I will do that. Thank you so much for this call. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Bye bye. Bye bye.